Hi guys, gals, poetry lovers, welcome to my channel. Let's talk football and Liverpool Football Club. Or rather, what it means to me and why I think it's good to watch sports when you're in a state of mind that isn't really usual for most people of the world. You see, football and sports in general are sometimes belittled as partly brain dead and not very intellectual. And yes, you could say that about any sport, but most people miss the mark with football, regarding it as a sport that's just 22 guys running after a ball, negating the cultural, political, and tactical aspects of the beautiful game. I am, of course, talking about my own conclusions. I also, in earlier days, regarded sports and football as such. That is, until the last World Cup, in which I saw a team from my region reach the finals, which was kind of amazing. I and my friends, and we all could kind of see that things were changing in people because of this success. People from all over the Balkans cheered on as a Croatian team reached the finals, but sadly lost. The big surprise was that people really don't cheer others here. Serbs don't cheer Croats, Croats don't cheer Serbs, Bosnians don't cheer anyone except themselves, of course. And that's kind of a cycle of hatred that's been here for decades, from the war in the 90s. And it seemed for a moment that there was hope and that the war had been deleted from history. There was hope for a month, and it was amazing to see. I felt so happy watching people be really positively engaged in discussions and cheering together. However, this period passed, of course, and the older generations kind of returned to the old ways of bickering and fighting and calling names and, the standard stuff. But there was some difference because kind of the younger generations kept the hope. This mentality stayed with the younger generations, and it was visible to someone who wanted to notice it. And I'm guessing that this was because we were kind of shown that anything was possible. I mean, a team of young Croatian footballers reached the World Cup final. That never happened before. It was kind of miraculous, and even more, it was important for all of us to see that you could do anything that you wanted, that you could reach your dreams if you applied yourself enough. And that was amazing to see. After this, I got myself acquainted with the players in the Croatian side, and I noticed that Dejan Lovren played in LFC, or rather Liverpool Football Club. I've heard about Liverpool before, but I never kind of cheered for them. I never got myself acquainted with them. I knew about Gerrard and some of the more famous players like Carragher and so on. And well, I never really was into sports all that much, but after the World Cup, I wanted to get to know some teams, and I wanted to get myself acquainted to something so I could follow football in the future, because at this point I'd been drawn to it quite a lot. And what happened was, through watching my Lovren videos, LFC came on YouTube, and I saw Jurgen Klopp and his inaugural address, in which he told everyone that he's not a special one, he's kind of a normal guy, just a normal German bloke. And that was amazing, because he didn't seem all that arrogant like most managers and most football players seemed to me at the time. And then he said that Liverpool fans needed to change from doubters to believers. And why is this important? It's important to me personally because at the time I kind of felt like a doubter. I doubted myself in so many other kinds of ways. I didn't feel like I could do anything that I wanted. Football was a very transformational acquaintance for me at this point in time, and the LFC would just push that to a whole new level. And watching them play and watching the fans react to their play was even more ecstatic for me, and just kind of brought the love to a whole new level. I became absolutely infatuated with this team, and I wanted to follow basically every match that they were playing. I didn't, obviously, but I started dreaming about going to Anfield and watching the atmosphere there, and it was amazing, because I hadn't really been in love with something like this ever. I mean, regarding sports or regarding a team such as that. I loved writing and all that even before, but I never kind of followed something that wasn't my own work, or I never followed something that didn't have anything to do with my work. And I realized that this might sound like a Liverpool wank fest, but I just wanted to create a video of me talking about the club I love, about the sport I love, or rather about the football I love watching. I don't play it. I don't play football. I'm not that good at it. I know how to kick the ball around. That's basically it. I reserve myself to managerial games on the PC, and that's okay. I just kind of want something that will take me out for an hour, just turn my brain off and let my inner kid do all the talking. And why is this good for people dealing with motivational problems and maybe even depression? Because we kind of tend to feel very lonely and cast out by the society that we're surrounded with. What I learned by following Liverpool was that you're never walk alone, as the song says. That it's a big global family of people who all follow the same goals and love the same thing and partly share similar ideals. It's wonderful seeing this feeling of togetherness in the face of devastating life problems and the club problems, and this also gave me strength on so many occasions that I kind of started wondering why I never followed the club before. Without sounding like a true Liverpool fanboy, and I'll risk this turning into a Liverpool wank fest, but Liverpool haven't won the Premier League, the English League, or rather the English First Division, in over 30 years. And last week I watched a game in which Liverpool played against their biggest rivals currently, Manchester City, and they won. And the atmosphere in the stadium, they were playing at Anfield, Liverpool's home ground, and the atmosphere there was absolutely ecstatic. I was jumping around and I was alone in my room watching football. It was amazing to watch. And I think after that victory, people actually started believing that maybe they can win the league. And it's not just about winning the league, it's about a lot more than that. It's about what the club stands for and what those people believe in. They believe in those 11 or more guys that run around following the ball. And they believe that their club can do anything. And through the club, they can do anything. So that's why it's so important to find something that gets your inner kid, excited about life. We will be talking about similar things in future videos, things that can kind of turn the adult off and get the inner kid excited about life. And you should find stuff that can do that to you, because you'll feel better in the long run about yourself, and you're gonna feel a whole lot more confident. And why not have something that excites you on a daily basis? Why not have something that makes you excited about the weekend, besides going out and, all the normal stuff? That's basically it for today. Again, sorry if this sounded like a Liverpool fanboy scream around, but I really think sports can help people express themselves. Not just Liverpool, but any club that you follow can really help you get excited about life. And that's amazing. Before I go, as always, remember, you're awesome, you're amazing, and I love you. Bye bye now.